bubble, bubble, boilin' trouble, or toilin' trouble, or whatever the hell those stupid witches and Macbeth say. I think that's just about it. I want you to look at how dirty this is, though. Look how nasty that is. You can't even... It's like swill from Lake Erie or something, man. That's that's all that dirt coming off, or all that, I'm sorry, not dirt, but, powder and grime and crap. Anyway, I think that's pretty much done. Now what we're going to do is go inside, rinse it out, put some water and rinse it out a few more times, and then we're going to dry them off. Okay, I just rinsed this about 2 or 3 times, and now I'm just letting it sit here in this solution or just warm water. Some people use hot water, some use just cold water. I don't think it really matters, but I like to use the warm water because it helps get some of this stuff off here. What we're going to do is once we let this sit for a little bit, we're going to get the water out, line them out on a towel, take a paper towel and just wipe off the excess stuff here. I mean, some of it you can actually just kind of push off right now, and then let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow we'll check them by taking a Q-tip and sticking it inside each one to make sure there's no fluid or anything in there, or any kind of moisture to mess up with the gunpowder that we're going to eventually put in there. And then we'll be done. So that's it for the moment. My precious. It's about as close to gold fever as I'll ever get, I guess. Grass fever. Just love it. Alright, we've finally rinsed out the brass and dumped out as much water as we can. Now we're just going to put these out here on a nice towel that we don't really care about the condition of, because this is going to get a little dirty. Okay, that's the last of that. I don't need this anymore. I'm just going to try to spread out the brass as much as possible and get kind of dry a little bit. There's going to be a method to this. I'm just getting to that point. Alright, now comes the tedious, boring part. We're going to take each one of these and just take a paper towel, kind of rub it on the outside to get all the loose grime and powder off. You can see there's still quite a bit there, but now look at that. Here, let's do a comparison so you can see. This is one that I didn't wash at all. It's an old one that's cracked. This is the one I just wiped down. You can see there is a noticeable difference between the two. One of the things you'll notice is when you wash them, it does kind of dull the brass a little bit, but I mean, who cares? Really? I mean, is anybody going to care about that? The main thing is for you to be able to use this opportunity after you wash it to inspect the neck and make sure there's no cracks or any other defects with the bullet. That's the main reason for washing, really. And as you can see here, there's really nothing wrong with this. So we're good. And now, let me just put that up. So let's just go back to work here. Like that. Wipe it down. Looks good to me. Then I'm just going to line them up. I'm already on my second piece of paper towel here because this thing gets really grimy. I mean, look at them. They're beautiful. Once you wipe them down a little bit, you're going to have some moisture or water in there, so what I do is usually blow in there so I can blow most of the water out from the inside, and then take this and kind of clean the pocket out a little bit. That way it'll dry a little faster, and you don't have to worry about waiting 2 days for this stuff to dry, because sometimes if it's humid it may take longer. Yeah. Here's a good grimy one. Look at that. This is one I probably never washed here. There we go. Almost good as new now. Yeah. Alright, there they are, ready to start drying out. We'll see you tomorrow, my pretties. Alrighty, it's been 24 hours since we washed and cleaned the brass, and I'm just kind of looking down it right now as best as I can. They look really, really dry, but the best way to be safe is to take either cotton swab or, like I like to use, pipe cleaner, smoking pipe cleaner. Fold it in half and then stick it in there. Just press down. You don't want to, get too much loose stuff in there, but press it down in there. Excuse me. But you want to take it, press it down in there, just very lightly, and then look, see if there's any moisture. Or you can do what I call the lip test, where you just kind of put it on there, on your lip there, to see if it's okay. So, looks good. So you do that, do the next one, and the next one. As you can see, this just kind of goes on and on. Seeing if we're going to get anything wet here. I'm going to do these last two here because they're the very first ones I did. If these are dry, then I bet you the rest of these are dry. Yep. Yep, pretty much. I think these are good. Anyway, we're going to keep going through these, and that's it for cleaning. Next step is going to be to actually put the powder in there and put the bullets on, and then we're done.